Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Yooka-Laylee. I'm MCFPapa, and this is part number 17. And before we get started, I'd just like to point out, you hear this music here on the pause menu? That was actually added in a patch. For some reason, they weren't able to actually implement pause music when the game first launched, which seems really silly to me. But what do I know? I'm not a game developer, I'm just some guy who plays a bunch of video games. Anyway, we're going on into here with the ice keys. So you just go up to them and then they'll go in. That ice key wasn't quite centered. That's weird. I always remember that ice key being like properly centered. I don't know. I've never had that issue before. Huh. Weird. Anyway, in here is this challenge room. Oh yeah, inside the Icymetric Palace there's a bunch of these signs. Tiling by Matthew Cox floors will bury your evidence. These are all like Kickstarter backers who got their name put into the game. Now, this can be challenging just because of depending on the hitbox for the things. But fortunately, you can like dive down and then do them. And then it ain't that bad, but still. It's weird how there are two entrances to the Icymetric Palace, but like, this second entrance is used for a lot less. Like, it would have been cool to have them be able to be connected, like, you push a button on this side, then push a button on the other side, and it opens up a shortcut. Because what you're supposed to do is wait till after you defeat the boss, and then you have air to go up here. But, of course, since I have the Flappy Flight, I can just get up here already. And now, I do really like the Icymetric Palace. Like, it's just a nice, interesting change of pace compared to other parts of the game, like having this whole isometric perspective going on, and that signage by the David Sim Fitting Company, never get lost again. The only downside, really, to the palace is that it is very maze-like to navigate through. And now, here's this hot tub. Sorry, tub's broken. Bubbles all gone. Tubs have problem with gas. No more bubbles. And now here, like, the implication of what you gotta do is kind of there. Wow, you made bubbles. Thank you, lizard. Everything working now, though solution left funny taste in Tubbs's mouth. But, like, the thing is that that's the only time you ever actually have to use the buddy bubble in that way. Like, yeah, when you're underwater, you can, instead of just all the way inflate, just make smaller bubbles, but it doesn't do anything for you except for right there. Which is just a weird choice. They could have clarified that better, that you can even do this. As it has no purpose besides that one Pagie. So it's just kind of weird. And yeah, that was it for the bottom half of the Icymetric Palace, but the top half has a whole lot more going on. Oh yeah, got hit by the skybox, or not skybox, just like invisible wall limit. But get a load of that beautiful moon. By the way, I think when the Icymetric Palace spawns in, it spawns over in the void way over there. On that end of the map where, like, the moon direction is. I think that's where it spawns. Oh! Speaking of stuff I didn't do yet, I totally about forgot about getting the hungry Ghost Rider over here. So I might as well do that now. So now, with this one, like, you need to use the sonar explosion, and by the way, at launch, the sonar explosion cubes just were a solid thing, but in a patch they added in this handy icon to better indicate that, oh yeah, you should use that move to break them. But yeah, this challenge is really easily done too with the Flappy Flight, because you can just go back here a lot quicker than it would take you to roll over here. And there's that Ghost Rider. Oh, and that's the last one, so that's good. Anyway, now we can go on to the top part of the palace. Not quite sure how all the rooms in the palace can fit in this tiny little structure, but I guess they do. And I mean, it is a nice touch that they made a call back to the ice key from Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. Like, I like that. Alright. So now, the best tip I have for the palace is don't collect the quills until you've actually gone that path. Because that'll really help you out some. Oh yeah, I can't do that one yet either. There's a lot of stuff here that gets unlocked simply by doing the boss fight. And now here's another instance where you can use Flappy Flight to really skip a lot of the puzzle or challenge or whatever. And oh boy, gotta get Blackface Yooka again. It's a fairly straightforward but fun sort of section. At least there aren't any quills to worry about missing here. But you do need to wait for the platform to come by. And now here the acid looks more yellowish. It's weird. Oh yeah, you gotta be careful because those enemies will like hurt you even when they blow up. Even if you blow them up. Oh yeah, now here it's the water going up and down. Not quite sure, like, why there's still all the black hole windows. I guess it's just they reused the wall design for all of them. Because, like, there's nothing in a lot of them. I guess that's just because in some of them there was a lot of stuff in them. I don't know. Anyway, here's the Pagie, and then can open up a nice handy shortcut back so you don't gotta go through that whole section again. Oh yeah, this room. So, yeah. You just gotta go around and do all the rooms here. I forget, I think it's like 2 full laps through. It might be 3 though. Oh, come on. No, no, no. Sheesh. I didn't dive down there at all, but like it forced me down for some reason. Well, I hope it's just 2 laps for this. Alright, good. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of maze-like, but at the very least, there's not that many branching paths. It's fairly linear and straightforward which path is which, so that's a good thing. Oh, but here, of course, you need the chameleon move to get through. Oh, and what's this one say? If you get lost, just give me a shout. Dory X. I wonder if they got to decide themselves what their little tagline was, or if Platonic just chose it for them, then put their name in. But anyway, here it's a guessing game which path is correct. You can, though, shoot down your sonar shot, and the one that's correct, it'll give a little chime. And, like, see, that one's wrong. But it isn't that hard to just do a guess which one's right, which one isn't. Yeah. But it is really funny, though, on some of these, how you can do the emotes as you're loading and unloading into the levels. Let's see. Well, funny to me, at least. Well, that was a total guess, but good thing it paid off. now this Pagie. Help! My Pagie lock is frozen shut. Could you shed some light on the problem? Like the rugs, get laid professionally with Peter Bullock Carpeting Co. I mean, that sounds more like something Platonic themselves would put in as a joke, but maybe it was Peter Bullock, or however you pronounce their name. I wonder though, do you think the backers like enjoy like seeing, oh, my name's in here? Whew, I thought I was gonna be stuck in there until the sequel. Yeah, there surely must be a Yooka-Laylee at least conceptualized in this game, because they make so many references to a sequel. And I mean, Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair wasn't really a proper sequel to the game. It was more of a totally unique own thing. It just happened to be starring Yooka-Laylee. But do you think the people are proud to see their names in this room or whatever? Like, imagine if you got one of the more unpopular rooms or difficult challenges to deal with. Huh. How would you feel then? And that Pagie back there required the butt laser, which is why there's this doorway check to make sure you have the move. But once again, it doesn't explain what the butt laser is or that you can even do the butt laser. So that's a bit weird. Alright, what's this one? Toxic goo supplied by Tim Lugsberg, Robbins Waste Management. Your trash is our treasure. Huh. Now, see, though, this isn't even an area where, like, I could use Flappy Flight to get that Pagie early. No. Gotta just wait. Oh yeah, now here you're supposed to, like, time it to do that, but of course you could just Flappy Flight over here too if you wanted to. Oh, I almost missed the sign. Make your home accessible with Patrick Early Stairs and Lifts. No bridge is too far. Yeah, now this actually is a fairly difficult shooting minigame because you can't change the camera angle to go first person here because the camera's fixed here. Which, I mean, that's a bit silly, I think, but oh well. It's a challenge, I guess. But you have an easier time if you keep that one crate still unbroken here. Because then you can stand on it, and it's easier to get the upper ones then. That's my pro gamer tip for you. Oh yeah, now this one. This thing, there's... what? 5, 6... Oh, no. I'm sorry, I skipped that. We've had enough puns for one game, thanks. Open your Pagie and prepare to be collected. Not snow fast. A Pagie like myself isn't so easily collected. To be deemed worthy, you'll have to pass my mega quiz. Alright, but your fake tan's no way near good enough to be a quiz host. Give 3 correct answers in a row, and I'll open the Pagie. Are you in it to win it? Yeah, sure. Excellent. Welcome to my mega quiz. My researchers tell me you've come all the way from Shipwreck Creek. Lovely green space around there. Torches plus crates equals... I'ma say 10. Great guess. Next question. What color are the pipes in this room? I think red, aren't they? Another great guess. Well done. Next question. How many barrels are in this room, minus the number of crates? 2. Wait, can we accept that answer? I'm just checking with the voice in my head. Got it. I'll relay that info to the contestants. Snooker-Laylee, you both came here as losers, but you're leaving as winners. Congratulations, you have won Mega Quiz. Phew, I'm pretty sure that's the last of the quizzing in this adventure. No, it's not, but anyway, yeah, basically, you're just supposed to explore around the room and see what all the stuff is and count the stuff and then, like, do the quiz. But as you can see, like, I got by with literally just guessing and brute forcing it. So there's another quiz that really isn't that bad at all to deal with. Alright. Well, I might as well just fly over to this part and get the quill, since this leads right back to the main room again. So now on to this side. I think, isn't this the way to the boss? I think there's the play coins down there. Oh boy, that means we're getting close to Rextro. Oh yeah, this one. Oh no, it's another ring minigame. Oh man. Like, yeah, rings are used a fair bit of time here, but they're fun to do. Like, I wouldn't call any of them really bad or brutally difficult or unfair or whatever. I think this one's a 3-lap race. By the way, though, there's this snow, like, segment here which slows you down when you walk through it, but this is the only time in the entire game that it's used. So that's really weird. I wonder if maybe it's just like an asset they created before they had planned the game out properly, and then decided, sure, we'll put it in here, just... and that's where we'll use it. Building work by Eric Weak Wall Partners. We put the weak in weak walls. Is that a guy who backed their game whose name literally is Weak Wall? Or maybe he just said his name was Weak Wall, but that's honestly a really funny name. And it does work well here, to be fair. Oh yeah, now here are cute little baby versions of the platforms. You can kill those guys with water. Of all things. Water. Ah, but you can't destroy a crate with water. That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Yeah, now here there's a bunch of platforms to worry about that are on fire. Though, of course, you can just use Flappy Flight here, too, to just go through them. If you want. Man, I got that just in the nick of time. Decor by Edward Solstice Painters Limited. Will plaster your palace. Alright, do we have time for boss fight? I think we have time for boss fight. So we will be doing boss fight. Oh, hello. We don't get visitors down here very often. My name is Bernie, and I'm in charge of the heating in this palace. You've not been doing a very good job. It's freezing. Yes, I like to keep the energy bills down, but it's never been this cold before. Any chance you could warm the place up, Bernie? There's no way I'll be able to spark a flame in this temperature. My innards are frozen solid. Want us to take a look? We've gotten quite good at problem solving. Go on then, but don't touch anything. I have a very sensitive stomach. Yeah, now don't you need the... No, you don't need the fire thing there, so what's the even point of having it? I don't know. Anyway, grr, who dares enter the overly cramped lair of the mighty Brrreeze Blok? Can't you see this boiler is occupied? Hello there, we're just the, dentists, here to check the health of Bernie's molars. Yep, all seems to be in order here. Nonsense. You're here to thaw me out and evict my damp, puddly remains out of this boiler and onto the street, aren't you? Pretty much, yeah. Then I will deliver you a frosty end before you get the chance. Brrreeze Blok, bookend and Bernie. So, the deal with him is you just gotta burn him, but you can also break the ice blocks here and set torches, which will also damage him. So, that's cool. And the more you damage him, the smaller he gets and tougher he gets to hit. And fun fact, at launch, the way this worked is the blocks in this room required the sonar explosions, so like you had an incentive. Arg, look what you done, I'm melting. So like the blocks would originally required sonar explosions, which required you to, or at least encouraged you to backtrack here after coming from World 3. But in a patch, they updated it so that they just require the standard fire melting. You two are right pain in the icicles. So I guess they didn't want to encourage as much backtracking or something, I'm not sure. But the smaller he gets, the tougher it is to avoid his ice balls he fires. And honestly, it gets to a point where it's better to just light the torches and let him take care of himself rather than trying to fight him yourself. I knew buying that scorchberry bush would come back to haunt me. Huh. And by the way, it's a bit ridiculous that he's so tiny yet he can shoot so many, like, ice balls at you. But, like, look at how tiny he's gotten now at this point. There we go. Arg, no! I knew I should have locked the boiler door. What a sad end to my 48-hour reign of terror frosting up this boiler. Tell my family I went out doing what I loved, firing projectiles at an interspecies buddy duo. And you can go even deeper into the boiler, but not right now. You need to wait till you go out here first. Woo, much better. You two heroes put a fire in my belly. This means I can warm the palace back up. Keep an eye out for the floor grates. The thermal heat will surely come in handy. Yeah. So, like, now you can see they're lit up, and just to make it crystal clear that you can do that, they give you a whole Pagie for just this, which is really weird, because you already got a Pagie for defeating the boss. So I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, that will do it for this part, so like and subscribe if you want. I'll see you next time when we explore more of the Icymetric Palace. See you then.